we've got another Assassin's Creed statue unboxing from Pure Arts. It's this giant box just off camera here that you probably can't see, but I've been waiting for this statue. I bought it over a year ago, I think. And it was supposed to ship by like October, but with COVID and everything and all this stuff coming from China, super delay after super delay. So far on the channel, I've reviewed the one for Altair and the one for BIED, which I haven't had much luck with them arriving literally in one piece. There's always little broken pieces that I end up having to fix myself. I do have to say customer service has been really good. Usually they'll give me some kind of partial refund. My Altair one has been having all kinds of lighting issues. I've been waiting for a base for like 4 or 5 months. But again, with COVID, I get it. It's taking a while. So I'm a little concerned about this one, but hopefully we get a nice 100% functional, non-broken piece here. I am a little concerned about it because this is the only one that comes with a manual for assembly, and there is all sorts of small little pieces that you kind of have to put together here. I don't know if you can see that, but yeah, there's a lot of parts to it. I actually redid my entire office just for these statues. There was no room for any of this stuff, and these things are huge, so I built these huge new shelves just to fit these. There's a set of 4, so after this one, I'm expecting the Eivor one from Valhalla. No idea when that one's shipping yet, but I'll be sure to do an unboxing and a review for that one, too. Okay, so I took everything out of the box, and one thing I do have to give Pure Arts credit for is that I think they've learned from the packaging. The packaging for this was a lot better. I don't see any broken pieces at all. There's a ton of little pieces scattered around here, and they actually came packaged inside this box individually, inside the other protected box. The other statues, everything was just kind of in the same place. The packaging for this one, no doubt, is a huge improvement. And I do hope that moving forward with these statues that are very, very fragile, that they use this kind of packaging scheme. Small pieces everywhere. And here is Ezio. I put him on top of the base just to keep him safe. I didn't want him to just be hanging out here. It looks like I'll have to remove him to put on this back plate, though. But for now, that's the size. This is going to be one of the bigger ones. It's actually going to be really scary moving this to the room because it's very, it's going to be huge. And it's going to look a lot better once this is actually all put together. But just to give you a close-up of the details here, I mean, look at that. It's amazing. The only thing I'm concerned about here is these, and I'm barely moving these, but look at this. This seems like it could break really easily. So that's another thing to be really careful about. All these little details. See how the cape, it just kind of flows into the Animus graphics. I think all this is going to light up too. It might not. That part might not. I'm not sure. So that's Ezio number 387. And there's all the little pieces right there. Got his 2 arms with double blades. All the little Animus parts. Boba Fett. All these little parts right here. So let's go ahead and start putting it together. I'm excited to see what this final product looks like. And one of the first things I wanted to test was the battery compartment right here. It requires 6 AA batteries. On the last statues, I had an AC adapter that actually replaced the batteries. It didn't work that well, so I stopped using it. As the batteries die, of course, the lights dim. But this is the first thing I wanted to test. Because with my first Altair statue, I had what seemed to be a manufacturing issue with it, where some of the batteries didn't fit quite right, so it wasn't lighting up properly. The compartment where the battery fit in was just a tiny bit too small, so I really had to jam it in there, and eventually stopped working. That's one of the issues I'm still currently dealing with, but this seems to fit okay. The light switch is actually right here, and as you can see, the lights there turn on, and I assume that gets kind of filtered all the way up here once everything's put together. But I wanted to test out the lighting first before I put everything together, because that's one of the biggest things I had an issue with before. And this right here is kind of cool. There's his other arm. There's a little spot there for batteries. It actually uses these. Really cheap. I got these on Amazon for like, I don't know, it was cheap. these little tiny batteries, so this lights up separately from the unit here. And then you've got this piece that just magnetizes right there, so I assume that's going to catch some light too. It's not really doing anything. Maybe I have to put it in first. There we go. I put them in the wrong way. Let there be light. And once you snap this piece in, boom. These pure art statues always have a piece that's magnetized for the little splash thing here. Number 387 to 2500. It's almost like a little identifier there. And that is Ezio from Assassin's Creed 2. I apologize for the mess back there. I'm remodeling. But yeah, let's get a close look here.
22 years ago, I stood where I stand now and watched my loved ones die. Betrayed by those I had called friends. Vengeance clouded my mind. It would have consumed me, were it not for the wisdom of a few strangers. Who taught me to look past my instincts. They never preached answers, but guided me to learn from myself. We don't need anyone to tell us what to do. Not Savonarola, not the Medici. We are free to follow our own path. There are those who will take that freedom from us. Too many of you gladly give it. But it is our ability to choose whatever you think is true that makes us human. There is no book or teacher to give you the answers. Show you the path.
Alright, he's finally moved into his new home. It was pretty terrifying bringing this in here. I had to take Ezio apart again. Move every obstacle out of my way just to ensure nothing broke during transportation. But he is in his new home. Let's go ahead and turn off the lights. Yeah, see with the lights off, looks awesome. This is easily the best piece that Pure Arts has done. As far as the Assassin's Creed line, it looks fantastic. The detail's incredible. And it almost didn't fit in this shelf. I measured this thing almost exactly, and I'm shocked it fit. I had to put it in here at an angle. If you look at the top, it just barely missed the top right there. It's almost exact. If you come over here and look at Bayek, still a little space left at the top there. I love this piece too. It's really cool, but yeah, they really outdid themselves with Ezio. Very cool. But that's the statue. I'll make sure to do one when my Eivor comes in from Valhalla. So I had a little bit of a scare already. After I finished filming, I looked up some other reviews and noticed that other people's were lighting up more than mine was. These lights weren't turning on mine before. So I had a little bit of a scare. I was like, oh no, lighting issues again. You see, there's a little contact. There's a little contact piece right there. You can barely see. It's like a little piece of metal. That's what causes it to light up, so you kind of have to get it in the perfect spot there. Yeah, see, it sits kind of loose. So I have to kind of like jerk it down a little bit. The little metal contacts inside there don't really sit perfectly aligned. But as long as nobody touches it, there. As long as nobody touches it, it should be alright. This is what it should look like with the lights off. So this is the final showing right here. You see how the back's lit up now? That looks way better. That's what it's supposed to look like. His arm's lit up right there. Right there. If you'd like to support my work, I invite you to become a patron. There's multiple levels of support available. Or for an option right here on YouTube, you can become a channel member and gain access to exclusive badges, emojis for live streams, and exclusive polls. Every dollar helps keep the wheels turning, and I'd like to thank my current patrons and channel members for their continued support. If you enjoyed the video, go ahead and hit that like button, subscribe and hit the bell for notifications, and make sure you follow me on social media so you never miss a thing. I'll catch you guys later.